Before we get into today's video is brought to you by the new Red Magic 7S Pro, but more on that later. Let's go straight into the video. Over 3 months ago, yes, it has actually been this long that I've been working on this video, I woke up and I had this crazy idea. I wanted my own mod in ARK. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have no clue how to create a mod in ARK at all, but you know who does? People on FIVER. If you don't know what FIVER is, it's basically a site where you can hire people to do various things. Obviously for this video, it's going to be getting a mod made. And well, after logging in and scrolling down a little bit, I ended up seeing this listing by this creator called JordanIsGreat50. I will create you basically an ARK creature. Yeah. Ever wanted your own creature mod for ARK? Ever wanted your own dinosaur to come to life? Well, now you can. For a cheap 20 bucks, for the lowest price, you can get your own dinosaur mod in ARK with custom textures, animations, and new abilities. Okay, let's have a little look at some of his work. So he's done... That's definitely not in the game. Looks like just a reskin though of the... It looks like he's used the textures from the Dragon Boss, I think that is. I think so. Anyway, it looks pretty cool. What is that? Acrocanthosaurus? I don't know if that's a real dinosaur or not, but that looks pretty cool. He doesn't seem to... And this thing. Okay. We don't have much to go off with, but he offers 3 packages. The Novice, which is basic. We got the Advanced, which is a bit better. I guess we're gonna have to go premium, aren't we? Okay, let's go. I took a look at some of the reviews he had, and by the looks of things, most orders were very successful, and most people were very happy with their orders, with a few complaints about time, but that's understandable. So, you're probably still wondering, Blur, what are you actually modding into the game? You haven't exactly told us yet. Well, I'm modding in Scooby. Now, I would basically be back to the drawing board though, as I would have to outline a plan on what I wanted for Scooby and how I wanted everything to be. Now, the initial idea is I wanted a boss version of him, alpha, and just a standard dino, with the boss obviously being the strongest, and the dino being the weakest, and a chibi thrown in. Now, the idea for the chibi is that I kind of wanted it to be based on, well, puppy Scooby, as it would make the most sense, as chibis are tiny and Scooby was tiny as a baby. Yeah, something along the lines of this distorted picture of me holding Scooby like 3 years ago. He wasn't that small. As for deciding on the alpha and just the normal standard dino, it was obviously pretty obvious what I was going to do. I was going to use Scooby as he was now. Now, I tried to give him various shots of him, such as a front shot, a side shot, and obviously his big-ass teeth. Now, I'm sorry, Jordan. As an artist, you had to actually look at this stuff. It's kind of terrible, but oh well. And on the last case, we had the boss. Now, I was going to leave the boss as a surprise because, well, there wouldn't be any point, really, would there, showing it now? I would also basically write out the Bible and give Jordan a list of various things that I wanted for the normal Scooby and the boss version of Scooby. So on the boss Scooby, I wanted it to be similar to the Broodmother in terms of size. I wanted it to have 1 million HP and a special breath attack because Scooby's breath stinks all the time. So Poison Wyvern is probably the best idea for that. I also wanted it to have a howling attack similar to the Direwolf Howl where he spawns around 20 direwolves around him. And just a bunch of various other things, such as bite damage scales to the monkey boss, a blue flame aura around him, and his rewards are obviously just element, BPs, and, well, you can get a Scooby egg and a Scooby chibi. And well, as for base Scooby, there's obviously a bunch of things listed on screen that I was hoping to add, with him being a mix between a Thylacoleo and a Direwolf, size-wise, damage-wise, and having the Thyla bleed attack. Now, if you want to read through all of it, obviously on screen now, but I'm just going to skip over it. And so, on the 16th of March, I finally submitted everything I needed for the project, and well, Jordan had everything he needed. So, how long do you think it took? Let's see, shall we? Many months later, on the 10th of June at 8 PM, my order was finally delivered, and Scooby had been completed. Have you ever wanted a phone that not only looks good, has a good camera, but can also run nearly all mobile games crisply clean? Well, the Red Magic 7S Pro has you covered. The Red Magic 7S Pro is built with gaming and the latest technology in mind. Armoured up with the new Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip with the best cooling system in the gaming smartphones and crisp clean FPS on most games. Since you know what the phone is already capable of, let me tell you some little behind the scene facts about it. The 7S Pro features 18GB of RAM with 512GB of storage with a 520Hz dual shoulder triggers built into the phone. So all you gotta do is turn your phone to the side and you're basically playing on a console. It also has an impressive 64 megapixel rear camera with a 120Hz refresh rate 6.8 inch screen. The phone also has an inbuilt optimization software where you can basically tune the game or the phone to your liking in any way, shape or form. Now, for game testing, I actually tested PUBG as well as League of Legends. Now, both these games run crispy clean. I actually don't have any complaints about either of them. One issue, I did try and load up ARK, but it wouldn't work, but I assume that bug will be fixed ASAP. So, what are you waiting for? If you are interested, feel free to use my link in the description down below and grab your very own Red Magic 7. And I want to thank Red Magic for sponsoring this video. Now, instead of doing the typical YouTube thing and just showing my reaction to the mod, how about I add Zanite into the picture and we show his and my first reaction to it through Discord. I've really got all the clickbaits today. I got Discord, I got FIVER, I've got modded ARK. Bro's living. First on the list of the mod review was reviewing the normal base version of Scooby, which was tameable. What?
He's got holes in his neck.
What do you mean? Your screen's so pixelated, dude.
I'll let it sit. Look, can you see it? It's got holes in his neck.
Oh god, he does. Oh. Wait, why is it entire thing? Wait, his neck's not attached.
No, it's not.
Oh god.
Look at this morning. Look, it looks like it's not even like properly molded over. And look how fat the dog is. It looks like a pig.
He is not impressed. One bit. I think he's owed an apology. Do you agree?
Just some other things to mention with the base version of Scooby though. His bleed attack still does work and it is as strong as ever. We definitely need to tone him down a little bit as you can clearly see how fast he bites as well as applying the bleed. And then not only that, let me just do a little sniff around here like a usual direwolf and yeah. We can also detect explorer notes, bags, and we run as fast as a Gallimimus, which is not the most balanced thing, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, and I forgot, I also made him poop, like, a lot. Oh my god, that don't look like... Wait, wait, I think this is like the Daedon back, bro. Look at it, look at the tail. It's like a Daedon mixed with a direwolf.
Look how fat it is. It's like a pig animation. That's kind of cool. The running animation is kind of cool, but that's just a direwolf's animation. It's just copied over.
I guess it kind of runs like Scooby at least.
No.
From the front, it actually looks like him though.
From the front, it's not that bad, yeah. But it's
like he actually managed to recreate his face like decently for a mod, like hands down.
I think all the money went into the head.
What the fuck? Why is his mouth always stuck open? Bro's goofy.
His mouth doesn't have any animations.
Oh wow. Next up was the boss version of Scooby, as it was by far the most anticipated one, as I would want to beat him personally one time in the future on a playthrough. What are you laughing at now?
His neck is so fucked.
I mean, he looks cool.
Just one-shots everything.
What are you doing? Oh, you're force taming him. Can you ride him? Boss Scooby. See his stats real quick. Let's have a look. Yo!
1 million HP. Yeah, that's...
Wait, try to do his abilities. See if they work. See, that works well.
It spawns direwolves.
Yeah.
breathes fire.
Hell yeah. ARK's hardest boss.
I mean, his neck's... What is this in his, like, side? It's just some, like, random texture.
So, let's talk about the boss real quick, without Zanite there just moaning about some of the issues with it. First off, as you probably saw in the beginning, the boss is basically a mix of Broodmother and the monkey boss. It has loads of HP, like 1.4 million. It also is basically just a giant version of him, with some blue flame auras coming off him, and just some other particle effects. But some cool things he can do. One of his abilities is when you howl, you summon a bunch of direwolves around you. Basically like the spider summoning and the monkey summoning. And this one was meant to be a bit different, but I just kind of changed it in the end. I wanted this to be kind of a Scooby bad breath attack, but I ended up just picking blue, and it didn't really make sense in the end, but it's still kind of cool. Regardless, this boss is extremely hard.
Oh, you can just infinitely spawn direwolves, that makes sense.
Wait, what? What happens?
The neck snaps off when you bite, look. It's an undead dog.
But 5k likes and I'll make a $10 ARK mod versus an $100. I will see you guys in the next one. Alpha Scooby. So far, so good. Apart from some missing textures and the neck being detached, I am very happy with how this mod is, as, well, it's Scooby.
Oh, it's red.
Oh. Oh, he's dead. See what he drops. Nothing.
Alpha in it.
I guess so. Yo, what are you being so mean for?
Bites his neck like completely cuts off. Scooby got a weight. He's got a bit of weight to him.
Bro's got back though, to be fair. Look at the bunda.
Yeah, but it's when you got on top and it's just fucking fake.
Well, leave him alone. He's trying his best. And finally, it was time to check my personal favourite of the entirety of the mod, which was the chibi. What did he drop? Yeah. Did he drop it? Okay, let's see what the chibi looks like. Quick.
It's so fat! What the... Wait, let me...
I can't, dude.
What the fuck is this? It looks like a pig.
Scooby's been hitting the gym, bro. Look at what his eyes. Look at him. Look.
It's a fucking sausage.
I think this is a good place to end this video off though, so I just wanted to say a big thank you guys for watching the video. And honestly, what are your guys' thoughts on the mod? Overall from me, I'm still very happy about it. To have my own mod in ARK is a dream come true. While there could be some fixes to it, I mean, what is there not to love? My dog is in this game, man. It's kind of sick. If you guys are interested though and do want to get your own mod, I'll leave a link to Jordan's FIVER in the link in the description. As well as that, I'll leave the Steam link to the mod down there as well if you're interested in playing it and trying to beat the boss. I'll also message him at some point soon and see if we can get Scooby fixed up a little bit on the rough edges that this mod does have, as well as that, and tone down his movement speed a bit, because I think he's way too fast to be used. He seems a bit broken.